Oh, and you're a radical. I don't believe what I just fucking saw. So that's one of the greatest home runs, greatest events in history of fucking baseball. Corey Seager, he began his professional career here. Here, this is a great, incredible story. So this is where he started, and that I'm telling you, that's 1988 on Balco, not on Balco, not on Balco. I mean, he started his professional career here with Grand Slam Jesus right there, home run Jesus right there. So in Ogden. Now, in 2011, you know, I got leukemia. I got a really radical case of leukemia. I was given 2 months to live in the fall. So the only World Series I've ever really, the Fall Classic, I haven't been all in. I didn't get to see any of it. None of it. I was really clinging to fucking life. I mean, so fucking radical, so intense that whole October. Just trying to get diagnosed. Anyway, down to nothing, just incredible, excruciating pain. So I missed the whole fucking thing. 2011, the only World Series I've ever fucking missed in my life, you know. I go all the way back. And so, try me. So, life is full of circles. He stayed on its side, right? 12. So, in 2011, when I got sick, it was the Rangers, right? Yeah, it was the Texas Rangers. Back in it. So, in 2011, I was in a bone marrow transplant center all fucking fall, all winter, all fucking spring. I'd got to come out once in a while. That really cool video I did with the jugular vein, it's right over there. When I got to come out here and there once in a while, I had a central lining in my jugular vein clear into the summer of 2012. I was in the bone marrow transplant. I was all but dead. I could barely walk. So when I come out, I was rehabbing just like I rehabbed this year. I rehabbed this year right here. From open heart surgery, a pacemaker, from the heavy chemo, the 12-year cycle. I would come here to the Raptors games because it's so beautiful here, the park. Now, I'm not a fan. This is Ogden. The city of Ogden built this. The taxpayers of Ogden, this is their park. It's a grand park. You know, we have so many ties here. This is a baseball town, 123 years, you know. So in 2012, I'd come, and there was a young guy from North Carolina and Corey Seager playing. I remember I used to visit with him. We'd talk. He was already a millionaire, high draft George, but he was really, fans loved him. You know, we have so many ties here. 88, the ties here in 88. Of course, let's sort of manage here, but more than that, you know, I grew up with Glenn Hubbard. He was playing second base for the A's that day. I don't believe what I just fucking saw. So that home run last night was one of the greatest home runs in baseball. And baseball, if you don't think that baseball mirrors culture, you know nothing. You're not paying. Ask George Burns. I call this the bottom of the 13th. The longest shots on the board, both of them, both these teams lost well over 100 games 2 years ago. Fuck, the comebacks, the Arizona comebacks lost 110. I mean, I think they were 150 to 1 on the futures lines, which, holy shit. But I'm not a fan of the corporatization of baseball. I'm not a fan of these fucking owners. I sure ain't a fan of George Bush throwing out the George Bush, but it is what it is. But I'm a fan of these players, and I'm sure a fan of Corey Seager's. Always have been. I've always followed his career along the way, and I just wanted to give a call out to Corey Seager. And, oh my God, that was epic. That was fucking incredible. I don't believe what I just fucking saw. He's a North Carolina guy, right? Yeah. We're going to flip your can. I'll find a place to flip it. Here we go. Can we prop it up there? So, yeah, why not? Get the ballpark in there in the background. Let's try. Nah, I don't think that's big enough. Here we go. Somebody crashed the pole. It's too big of an angle, man. He tried to throw, I like how they call it the sleeper now. He tried that sleeper on him. He tried to throw that fucking sleeper on him, didn't he? Let's get over here and get the mighty Wasatch in here. He threw the fucking, that sleeper that rises up. Oh, did he send that? Holy shit. That was a 400. By the way, I want to give a call out to the great Risa Alexianis here. I watched all summer. I rehabbed here all year. As you know, I've had open heart surgery this year and just masked, then the chemo tore me up. pacemaker, blah, 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 who hit 29 home runs here this year in Ogden. Ogden baseball goes back 124 years. That's the most ever. He passed Steve Garvey, who had 21. You know, so, but Corey Seager becoming the greatest player in the history of Ogden, well, I think that still belongs to Ricky Henderson and or Frank Robinson, but he's getting there. He's getting there. He might pass them both. You know, I don't know. He's got a long ways to go past Ricky, well, and Frank Robinson in this historic town, but he's getting there. Holy fuck, is he getting there? You know, he didn't have a marquee super year here. You know, I think he batted 309, something like that. But, and he paid his dues. He single A, you know, rookie ball here, and single A, then he double A it, then he triple A. I go back, I was listening to the game at the hospital here in the first round. In the first round, he set a record that is all-time the history of Major League Baseball. That's going back a long time. All the games in the history of postseason. In the first round, he walked 5 times. 5 times in one game. And, you know, this is a shortstop. We go back to when they moved Cal Ripken from third base, the great third baseman of the Orioles, to shortstop, changed the world, right? Well, it gave us the likes of Corey Seager. You know, I was against that move, by the way, in those days when they did it. The mighty Mount Ogden. Let's flip your fucking can right here. In the shadows of the mighty Wasatch. Congratulations to the great Corey Seager. Always one of my favorites. Everybody's favorite around here. You know, he's one of those good guys. You know, I can't say that about all these guys that played here. And they're not Dodger affiliation no more. But that's one of the greatest home runs in history. Ever. Ever. And 2. I don't believe what I fucking just saw. It's one of the greatest home runs in the history of fucking the World Series, in the history of baseball. I mean, the game's 5-3, 1 out. How about Garcia? Oh my God, that dude is on fire. What a game. His walk-off. But really, the home run by Seager, it's Kirk Gibson, 1988. You should have seen this town in that days. This was all hardcore Dodger fans in those days because of Lasorda. And we managed here. Buckner played here, Steve Garvey all played here, you know, in Ogden. And so, but congratulations to Corey Seager from Ogden, Utah. We still think about you. We love you. You know, you're the man. And this park, I want people to understand, this great, beautiful, incredible park, and he'll tell you how beautiful it is. It was built by the Ogden city taxpayers. I was heavily involved. You know, it's named after an oligarch, and, you know, I'm not into owners and oligarchs, but I'm not into the exploitation of baseball and the greed. It's greedier than fuck. You can't. I listen to games on the radio. By the way, I'm old school. I'm so old school, I still, you know, I spent my summer rehabbing here, and we got to watch Risa Lexianis shatter that record, which is a big deal in Ogden. It's a baseball town. So congratulations to Corey Seager. Really, congratulations. It's one of the greatest home runs in fucking baseball history. Unbelievable. He started here. His career started here. Congratulations, Corey. I got to know him, and like I said, the only World Series I've missed, I didn't get to see 1 second of it. I mean, I was going in and out of a coma. I mean, it was so hardcore. And then, of course, you know, I call myself the 2012 San Francisco Giants because I fought and fought and fought all 2011 into 2012. It looked like I was going to die in 2012 in the bone marrow transplant unit. And that night I was going in and out of a coma, October 2012. Remember the San Francisco Giants in the first round lost the first 2 at home to the Cincinnati Reds. They got to go to Cincinnati and win 3. Good luck, ain't going to happen. They got, what, 1 hit or 2 hits in a 10-inning game. Just like me, clinging to life, hanging on to fight again, to live again that night. That was the night. Pence up against the fence. By the way, I see Lincecum's his wife. died of this horrible fucking disease. You know, I've been battling AML leukemia, given 2 months to live in 2011. So I came back. The greatest comeback in sport history. I challenge anyone to find a bigger one. The 2012 San Francisco Giants. Down 2-0. Fuck, they should have lost the first game in the over. They held on, win a 10-8, 2-1. Then come back, and I mean, Lincecum was lights out. What a team. Pants up against the fence. You know, so Buster Posey. Sandoval on third. Congratulations to Corey Seager. Oh my God. So it's got to be one of the greatest. I'm going to tag this. I don't believe what I just fucking saw. You should have seen this town in '88. Oh, fuck, I was right over there. With the Hubbard clan, because he's playing for him. Woo! Woo! Fuck, I was a Dodger guy then, because I love Lasorda. I ain't now. I can't stand them. They make me fucking sick with their fucking greed. I'm not a fan of any of the fucking, you know, logos anymore. But I sure am a fan of players. And I sure am a fan of Corey Seager's. And I was always a fan of fucking Corey Seager's. Always a giant fan of Corey Seager's. Fucking, I mean, here, he was the shit, wasn't he? He was one of those good guys. You know, I got stories about a lot of these players. And like I said, I had a central line hanging on him. I could barely fucking walk. And I would visit with him. I used to talk to him all the time. In fact, you know, he's one of the good guys. What a fucking athlete. If you don't think culture mirrors baseball, you don't know shit. What a fucking... He started his professional career right here in this park. So, congratulations to Corey Seager. Stay tuned. I don't believe what I just fucking saw.